Hi, this is Migris at Migris, and this is part 6 of our instruction video series for the new MigriX lightweight petroleum systems modeling software. And in this video segment we will be looking at the Facies editing functionality in MigriX. And here we have opened and simulated an existing MigriX model, a simple model with 12 layers. They're just showing 5 the main carriers, and we can look at the modeled migration flow rates, and we see that we only have migration in this one layer, the 159 MA1. We can go into the input lithologies folder to look at the lithologies that we have assigned to the different layers. It's a mix of sandstone and shale and carbonate. Okay, and we can also look at the V-shale fractions that are assigned, and we see that these are only constant values. Now we can take this relatively simple Facies model and modify it by adding some maps that we have already prepared. So we can open the Explorer and look at our Facies folder, and we have a set of different grids with V-shale maps that we want to put into this model. So here's some examples. We have the Paleocene, and we can take that and drag it into the 3D view and drop it on top of the Paleocene layer. Here we choose that we want to replace the layer. We see that the model then automatically updates and takes the new Facies model as an input. We can do the same for another layer. Take the Intricataceous one, drop it onto the corresponding layer in the 3D model, choose replace, and we see that it's automatically inserted as a V-shale property. Okay, so we can do the same for the remaining layers. Take the Upper Jurassic, drop it onto the 142 MA layer, choose replace. Okay. Next we have the Middle Jurassic, drop it onto the corresponding layer, press apply to insert it. Okay. And then the final Facies map is for the Triassic. So we apply that as well. And then we have a complete set of Facies maps loaded into the model. So we can go and look at the V-shale input parameters, and we see that there are 5 units which uses grids. Okay, so we can also look at it in 2D view. And here, for instance, we may want to add more local sands. So we take a local sand body for the Upper Jurassic, and instead of replace, we choose merge into. We then have to specify a merge zone, the width of that in kilometers, and we want to merge it into the 142 layer. So then we see that this adds a sand lens into the existing grid. So it's a relatively fast way of adding local sand bodies to the Facies map. We can now try to simulate this model. So we go to the simulation toolbar and press simulate to present day. We see that it's started simulating, and we see some sparse gas flow at 55 MA, and we already see that we have migration in multiple carriers, and there's much more variation than we had in the starting model, which used just constant V-shale grids. Okay, so then we've reached the present day, and we see that we have migration modeled in the 4 uppermost carrier units. And if we go back to the V-shale maps, we see that there is a good correspondence between the flow and the areas with low V-shale. So the lateral migration is mainly confined to the areas where we have placed sands into the model. We can now refine the Facies model further by using the built-in digitizing in MigriX. So we activate the multi-point picking in the digitized toolbar and pick points and connect them to make polygons. We can then assign values to the polygons and click Control and Enter to assign the same value to all the points in the segment. We can add a new line segment, so a different sand body, close it, and go and assign a different value to this polygon. So we give it a value of 0.4. We can then export these polygons and save them to a file and add them to the model in the same way as we did with the previous step. We hope this video has clarified any questions you might have, and please use the contact information shown on the screen if you have any further questions. Thank you.